Everyone, is Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. It's been a few days since I've done a video. I just needed to step away for a few days and, take a break from all of this. But I'm back, and I missed quite a bit. I didn't get a chance to really talk about the Jon Gruden situation because I know that's been the talk around the NFL. And, everyone has been really talking about it because it's a very disturbing topic of discussion. And I think it's very important to talk about because, we're hearing bits and pieces about this story. And it's very repulsive. It's very disappointing, and a lot of people are disgusted by Jon Gruden's emails that leaked out. And I've read some of the emails, and it's pretty offensive, really uncalled for. And I never in my life thought of Jon Gruden that way. I thought this was a man of great character, a man who conducted himself in a more proper manner, and it disappoints me to learn the true side of Jon Gruden. It's really, really disappointing to me, and I hate to say it, but Jon Gruden is an idiot. He is an idiot. He was dumb enough to put, he was dumb enough to put, I'm just lost for words. I'm speechless because this was a man that was dumb enough to put, these nasty, outrageous remarks in an email on paper that's attached to an IP address, which is easy to track. So, people could learn about this 10 years later as everyone did, and it could come back to bite you like it did. That's stupid. And from a business perspective, he represented the brand. He represented the Raiders organization. And Mark Davis was left with no choice but to fire Jon Gruden for those comments. You can't let him be the coach of your team after making remarks like that, because he offended African American people. He offended the gay community. He offended homosexuals. He offended a lot of people. And if Mark Davis didn't move swiftly on this, then there would have been a lot of backlash. The Raiders would have received a lot of backlash for this. And they moved the team to Vegas to try to, up their revenue, to make things better for them, not, to take a financial hit. So the Raiders, didn't want this to harm their franchise. I don't blame Mark Davis for acting on this. And he had no choice but to fire Jon Gruden. And Jon Gruden wasn't the greatest coach anyway. So it was time to move on. And, it was a good move by Mark Davis. Again, the pressure was on Mark Davis to get rid of Jon Gruden. He was put in a predicament where he had to, eventually let Jon Gruden go. But Jon Gruden was smart enough to beat Mark Davis to the punch, and he decided that it was best to resign from the Las Vegas Raiders organization. Something this damaging can take money out of your franchise's pocket And the Raiders didn't want to jeopardize their multi-billion dollar investments, because, hey, your corporate sponsors and your investments, you could lose out on all of that, if you associate yourself and don't disconnect yourself from a guy like Jon Gruden. Like I said, this wasn't very smart by Jon Gruden. I don't care how old these comments were. Eventually we find out things later on. And let this be a learning lesson for not only NFL coaches, for not only athletes, but for all of us. We have to really, really be careful what we say and how we say things. And I know sometimes I can be a little outrageous. I could be outlandish, and I could make some ridiculous comments. I think we all can do that. But Gruden's emails was over the top. It has sparked disgust around the league. Everyone is talking about it, as well as questions about the league's handling of this phobe and its quiet resolution, which the NFL, and this has been a problem with the NFL, is that they don't hold everyone accountable for their actions. They've never handled these kind of situations consistently. There's always been inconsistencies to it. The NFL has to do a better job. Roger Goodell is not the right commissioner. He is not fit for the job. I don't know how the owners can continue to support this man, because he has done a terrible job. And in an unusual twist, this public, this is bad publicity for the NFL, and to have these emails linked out. Now we know more about Jon Gruden. I mean, his dirty laundry is out there now. I don't think he'll ever get another coaching job in the NFL. I think he is done, quite frankly, honestly. This is not good. It wasn't good for the workplace. Just bad. And it's very sad, to hear these type of things, and you would think that at some point we would be able to put all this stuff behind us and move on. But it's hard to move on when there's no transparency and when there's no accountability and when this stuff continues to happen. The NFL has dealt with a number of incidents involving the Washington football team. 40 team employees accused Washington of harassment or workplace misconduct. So, I mean, if there are other people who, are responsible for this as well, if there are all these emails, then who are the other people? Because it came out that Jon Gruden's emails were among 650,000 received by the NFL. So if it's that many emails, then who in the hell are the other people? That's what I want to know. Who else is on this list? Who else needs to be held accountable for their actions? Because it's not only Jon Gruden, there's other people involved too. And I feel like the NFL is hiding something from us. I feel like the NFL has swept all of this under the rug, and they're keeping a secret from us. It's like there's a cover-up going on, But Jon Gruden's inflammatory emails are not the only ones. Okay? There's more to this story, and I, have every reason to wonder what else is going on that we don't know about. What else is happening that we don't really have the knowledge of. But his homophobic and racist emails he sent to Washington football team executive Bruce Allen from 2011 to 2018 was unacceptable, was inexcusable, and it was very offensive. And I think as, people, we deserve answers, because something doesn't add up with this story. I think the NFL needs to launch into an investigation to, give us more information about this. I think we are owed that as NFL fans and NFL writers to know what really took place and who said what and what else was said. I want to know when the emails were sent. I want to know who's on that list. I want to know who forwarded the messages. I think we need answers because Jon Gruden's not by himself. There's other people. There's other people who, need to be held accountable to and who had something to do with this as well. But this is crazy, and Jon Gruden, I don't think we'll ever get another coaching job again. I think we've seen the last of Jon Gruden. Ooh, I talked 11 minutes and I missed half of the game five between the Dodgers and the Giants. Let me get back to this game and I'll talk to you guys later. I want to thank you guys for watching, but I had to come on and talk a little bit about that, because that's been a headline story this week, and everyone in the NFL is outraged by it. They find this very troubling, and it's one of those crazy scandals that you just want to forget about, but you can't because it just lingers, and everyone has their opinion and their take about it. But guys, I'm going to wrap this up now. I'll talk to you guys soon. And I want to thank all my loyal viewers out there that support this. I really appreciate you. And to all my haters out there that give me a thumbs down, thank you guys too. You guys add nothing but fuel to my fire. And I use it as motivation. So I want to thank you guys too. All right, everyone be well.